Cabot, although immigration can be a heavy subject, as we're seeing played out over the last several months, you had some fun with college students.
We did.
Yes, at Trinity University. We're going to show a clip here of those students in San Antonio reacting to the idea of President Trump's border wall. It appears that no one interviewed liked the idea, at least while they were on camera. Take a look.
What do you think of the idea of a wall on the southern border? Do you think it's positive or negative?
It's terribly negative.
I think it's ridiculous. It's a bad idea. It wouldn't work.
When you hear border wall, what are the first few words that come to mind?
It's a bad idea. Yeah. I guess just ignorant and really childish.
Such a crazy idea to just have like a giant structure. I don't think it makes sense.
Okay, Cabot, what was your takeaway from these interviews?
My takeaway was, first off, that many of these students have a decision in their mind where they want to seem tolerant, they want to seem open-minded, they want to seem liberal. And so a lot of them are afraid to buck the liberal narrative. And of course, if you're on the left, you have to hate anything proposed by Donald Trump. So they have to come out against the wall. And also, one of the striking things here was that a lot of students off camera said, maybe the wall is not that bad of an idea. Maybe border security is not that bad. I just don't want to say it on camera because
so
I don't want people.
Actually admitted that.
Yeah, and many students wouldn't even come on camera in the first place. They said, I don't want to go on camera. I don't want people on campus to know how I think. And that's a trend that I see at every college campus, the campus reform, how people are afraid of appearing conservative because they know that they're going to get ostracized by their peers. People are going to come after them.
Yeah, so my question, as a young conservative, how do you fix the brand? Right? Because if people do actually hold those views in principle but are so turned off by the brand of the GOP, how do you change that?
Well, when it comes to college students, I think it starts with fixing what's going on in the classroom, where college students come in, they see what's going on with the professors, they think, oh, this is fact, opinions are taught to them as fact. So I think fixing our college system is important, getting people to be more open-minded. And when it comes to branding, I think talking to people on level they understand, not trying to hit them with these big philosophical arguments, but saying, hey, here's what fiscal conservatism does for the bottom line when you graduate. Here's why conservative plans work for young people when you're trying to start a business after school. I think hitting them where it's actually going to apply to them.
Right. Okay, so next you talk to them about the concept of open borders. So this gets interesting. Let's take a look at those.
I guess you consider yourself more of an open border supporter?
Yes, absolutely.
Why do you think it would be a positive thing to have open borders?
Well, more mixing of cultures. It's just a good all-around thing, I think.
I feel like I'm open to open borders.
Open borders, good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, absolutely. Open borders all the way.
And when I was asking them about, the open borders, I initially said it as a joke. I didn't think anyone would go along with it, and student after student kept going with it. And I think what this shows in some ways is how they have to take it to the extreme, where, okay, I don't want to appear anti-immigrant, so any sort of wall along the border is now anti-immigrant in their minds and in the narrative that's being pushed towards them. So they want to appear as tolerant as possible. That means no border security at all. They weren't actually able to defend the position when asked about national security and what this could mean if we just have completely, one student advocated for just a white line on the ground so people would know when they were entering our country. Not a lot of logic behind that decision.
Okay, wow. Follow up here. Do you think that ideological diversity on campus is what can help fix this problem? There's a lot of organizations, Jonathan Haidt, the Heterodox Academy, et cetera, do a lot about ideological diversity, and actually the people who profess to be the most tolerant and open-minded, in fact, are not.
Yeah, I absolutely think that's where it starts, is getting conversations going, getting people to actually realize what both sides are about. And we're not there right now. I was on a campus last week in Ithaca. There had to be 6 police officers in the room where I was speaking because there was a threat of violence, because my ideas, conservative ideas, were apparently too harmful to people. That's something we see constantly. Students who aren't exposed to ideas they disagree with never become adults. That's dangerous.
So interesting. Thank you, Cabot Phillips with campusreform.org. So glad to have you.